Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Nairnomics, where we discuss about latest developments on economy in general and relevant stocks in particular. If you are a student and early stock market investor, and if you are interested in these topics, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. All information mentioned on my channel are my particular views based on my research and in no way should be considered as investment advisory. So please contact your investment advisor for any investment decisions. Today my topic is the semiconductor shortage facing auto industry. Wrong to say that other sectors are not affected by the semiconductor shortage, but I thought I should focus on the auto industry because the impact is likely to be huge. The auto industry is coming out of a slowdown due to the impact of COVID and its induced lockdown, and now we are entering a busy festival season going forward. The auto sector was anticipating strong sales to make up for the missed sales during the lockdown, but the global economy has something else in store for them, most likely. So let's get into our today's video. Let's get into the basics now. What is a semiconductor chip? Semiconductor chips are micro miniaturized computing processors. These small components, which are few nanometer in size, are the basic building blocks of computers which allow electronic devices to process data. In the automobile industry, these chips help in control of various elements of a car, like the control of the gears, the fuel management, the music systems, the sensors and the camera. So practically they are used in almost all the major features of an automobile. Without these chips, our car would practically be a steel box. In this slide, I am adding the financial strength of these micro-sized computing processors. These chips are the basic building blocks of any industry. We see that wireless communication, which is the telecom sector, uses $127 billion worth of chips every year. Auto industry uses around $41 billion worth of these semiconductor chips every year to be fitted into the cars. Let's look at how the auto ancillary contracts are given. Typically, all automobile plants are located in a cluster. That means you have the main automobile plant, and near to this plant there are many original equipment manufacturers, which is OEM makers. How automobile industry has worked all these years is that they follow just-in-time production, meaning that all ancillaries arrive at the factory just at the time of production. The main factory don't store inventories with them. The demand and supply of ancillaries are very stable, so all OEMs know when to supply a specific product to the main plant or the auto factory. Contracts are given just few months in advance since the demand and supply of all products in an auto industry are stable. The similar was the case with semiconductor chips as well. The contracts for these chips are given few months in advance and supply was always stable. The semiconductor industry itself was growing at 4% per annum, which is a very stable growth. The major semiconductor players are Intel, AMD, Taiwan Semiconductors, Foxconn and others. Now comes Corona. As Corona and its induced lockdown took place, most of the factories, including semiconductors and automobile factories, were closed. So the supply of semiconductors was low. However, automobile industries were okay with it because automobile showrooms were closed and there was no sales. In the month of April, the whole of India sold a minuscule number of automobiles. But people who were sitting at home in lockdown had demand for electronic products. People who were working from home were buying new laptops or monitors. Families were buying electronic appliances, televisions, smartphones, etc. The demand for electronics resulted in demand for semiconductor chips. At the height of demand for semiconductor chips, there was a storm in Texas, which closed many factories of Samsung, NXP and Infineon. In Japan, fire caused Renesas Electronics to stop production for over 100 days. At the same time, there was a trade war between China and US. US banned foreign companies whose chips used American technology from selling to Chinese company Huawei over espionage allegations. As the news of the ban came in, Huawei began stockpiling semiconductors ahead of the sanctions coming into effect. Other companies followed Huawei's lead and started stockpiling, further straining the supplies of these chips. Looking at the shortage of semiconductors, many countries provided a policy response to this issue. In May, South Korea announced $451 billion investment in its bid to become a semiconductor giant. The US Senate last month voted for a $52 billion in subsidies for chip plants. But the factories cannot open overnight. Manufacturing semiconductors is a delicate process that involves pressing layers of chemicals into silicon and needs high-end technology. Building new capacity takes time. A new production facility will take more than 2.5 years. So, most expansions that are starting now will not increase the available capacity until 2023. Now, let's look at the impact on Indian automobile companies listed on stock market. Maruti Suzuki is the largest automobile player in India with a market cap of rupees 2 lakh crores. The stock is down 10% year till date. Maruti Suzuki reported production cuts to the tune of 40% of normal output in September. Both its factory in Haryana and Gujarat will be impacted. Tata Motors also announced production cut. However, the volume of production cut was not mentioned. Tata's also decided to enter into semiconductor manufacturing business. The group has mentioned that JLR's wholesale volume will be 50% less than planned. Tata Motors has a market cap of rupees 1 lakh crore and its stock is down 8% in last 6 months. Mahindra and Mahindra has 89,000 crore of market cap and its shares are down 12% in last 6 months. M&M reported that it will observe no production days for around 7 days in September. This will result in production volume to decrease by 25%. M&M's new launches like the Thar has nearly 10 months of waiting period, while XUV 300 has 2 month waiting period and Scorpio has 45 days waiting period. According to IHS Market, the Indian passenger vehicle market will lose 1 lakh units of production due to semiconductor shortage and will result into 10,000 crore in revenue loss for the industry. This comes at a time when the auto sector margin is impacted by high cost of input due to rise in commodity prices and rise of fuel cost to the consumers. To conclude my presentation, I would like to state that the auto industry is not in the best of times and has multiple overhangs. Semiconductor issue may create production limitations at least for the next few months. I believe picking stocks in this sector may not be desirable. However, among the stocks in this sector, Tata Motors could be a bright spot in an industry surrounded in uncertainty. August passenger vehicle sales are up 51% for Tata Motors. The August commercial vehicle sales are up 66%. They have also increased the market share in both the passenger vehicle and commercial vehicle category. Tata Motors also has a good EV portfolio. I would like to thank you for watching this video. If you think I should have added more details, then please let me know in the comment section. If you need a copy of my presentation, kindly add me on my Instagram. The link is in the description. And send me a DM and I will be happy to send the presentation to you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and if you have a particular topic in mind, kindly let me know and I will take it up soon on my channel. Thank you and all the best.